Hi, hello, and welcome to another episode of Penny Dreadful Thursdays. Today, we're going to be playing one of my favorite decks from Standards Past. This was the deck that got me seriously into playing Magic. It is Seance Combo. Now, it's all based around this card, Seance. At the beginning of each upkeep, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, you make a token that's a copy, except it's a spirit, and then the token goes away at the end step. So, the combo is to filter through your deck using, we're going to be drawing a bunch of cards with Aether Channeler, Bizarre Trade Mage, Elite Guard Mage, Alchemist Apprentice, to put a Mirror Mad Phantasm in the graveyard. Now, when this gets, there's only one in the deck. When it gets exiled by Seance, it will be a copy. Now, Mirror Mad Phantasm's activated ability says shuffle it into your library and then reveal cards until a card named Mirror Mad Phantasm is revealed. It puts the Mirror Mad Phantasm into play and all the other cards into the graveyard. So while it's a creature token off Seance, the token gets exiled and you dump your graveyard, or you dump your library into your graveyard. And then at the beginning of the next upkeep, either Seance or we're playing 3 copies of Emiria the Sky Ruin. If we have 7 planes, our entire land base minus 2 basic islands are either planes or can get planes. Either Seance or Emeria will reanimate Angel of Glory's Rise. When this comes into play, you exile all zombies and then return all human creature cards from the graveyard to play. All of our creatures are humans, including Laboratory Maniac and Azami. So, Laboratory Maniac, if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Azami, tap a wizard you control and draw a card. So, all of our cards that are not Mirror Mad Phantasm or Angel, all of our creatures that are not Mirror Mad Phantasm or Angel of Glory Rise are human wizards. So, no matter what they try to do, if Laboratory Maniac is in play, we will win the game with either any of our ETB triggers. We can sacrifice Alchemist Apprentice at instant speed, or we can tap them using Azami. Now, in order to stay alive that long, we can either block with our creatures, because they're dopey creatures that just draw cards. We have a small amount of counter spells to protect during the combo turn and to make sure Seance stays in play. And we also have 8 Wraths against the creature decks. We are a little bit soft to other combo decks. In testing, I beat the creature decks and lost to the combo decks. Our sideboard has Celestial Purge for the to target red or black permanents like Fires or Lily of the Veil, or Phyrexian Obliterator. Paraceline for the enchantment decks. Detention Sphere for problem permanents like Leyline of the Void. Malevolent Hermit against the control decks. And Psychic Spiral also against the control decks in case, Laboratory Maniac gets exiled from the graveyard. And then we're just on the dopey creature beatdowns. which is not really where we want to be. Hopefully we can combo out with a Psychic Spiral. But that being the case, nope, Magic Online's doing Magic Online things. And it's going to take forever. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. We don't have anybody waiting on a league, so we'll go ahead and make one. And then, hopefully, we'll go ahead and minimize that. I will pop into another league here. Oh, there's Nachito. And do a little bit of commentary before we get picked up. So let's go ahead and jump in here and see what we can see. Oh, Magic Online is going to be very laggy today. That's no bueno. I guess it finished, but it did finish as we were jumping in. So here we are for round one. We are on the play. We have 3 lands, a creature, a Seance, and an Angel. I am okay to keep this. We will probably play Floodplain on 1. And this will probably go get a basic plains. We are going to want to... Can't be blocked by humans. Well, that card's never getting blocked ever. That's unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and play this Broker's Hideout and go get a basic plains. All right, so it looks like a mono red aggro deck, which means we're looking for a we're looking for a board wipe very soon. Next turn we can play an Aether Channeler and maybe bounce this Stromkirk Noble once we're able to fetch our basic plains here. Because 2 basics will let this Prairie Stream come into play untapped. And then we can play this Irrigated Farmland or cycle it if we just happen to draw another any other land. That one. Let's get a basic plains. And then we can pass because we don't have any spells to cast. We can fetch. All right, so it's probably red-black vampires, maybe, or red-black sacrifice, aggro, something or other. We'll see what my opponent's doing. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Okay. So they get some energy. So it's probably just red-black aggro. Let's go ahead and get another basic plains. We don't particularly... Like, we do need a lot of blue mana, but... is not... I'm going to make a 1/1 here and probably trade off with Siphoner. but we really need to find a board wipe real soon. That's the thing we're most looking for. All right, they put one on top with the temple. It's not great. I got ulcerated. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I'll just chump the noble here. That's fine. All right, that was an okay draw. Let's play this floodplain and an alchemist apprentice. Unfortunately, like I said, the Stromkirk noble is just really, really hard for me to block. Because again, outside of Miramad Phantasm and um, Angel, which is in my hand, which I mean, if we get to 7 mana, I will slam this Angel. I'll draw 3 cards. I'll draw a card. Thanks. It wasn't blocking anyways. So, and that gets countered. My opponent's life total doesn't really matter. Dread Horde Butcher. Well, that's not great. All right, Wrath of God. I'd even take a Doomscar. Any of my Wraths, please. That's not a Wrath, but that's also not the worst draw. Let's do this. Because this will allow me to pitch the Angel. And it also gets me closer to... Alright, so there's a Doomscar. I can pitch all of these things. That's actually fantastic. That means we win the game next turn. I can go ahead and get a Prairie Stream. That's fine. And then play an Alchemist Apprentice. And pass the turn. So, blocks. I can take 5, go to 8, 9, or 8, 7, 6. I mean, I can double block this. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. No order blockers. I'm at 8. Now I just need to draw an untap land, and I win the game. Yeah, that's fine. That's an untap land. 3 and 4. This allows me to play Seance, and I can reanimate the Mirror Phantasm next turn. Seance trigger, Mirror. Yes. I love when we get to do the thing on in the first game of the first match. So PD Bot, who watches um, all of the Penny Dreadful games on Magic Online, doesn't like to recognize cards with accents in them, like Seance or half of the Lord of the Rings cards. All right, so my library's in my graveyard. I'm going to reanimate Angel of Glory's Rise and hope my opponent that resolves. Trigger on the stack. Reanimate all my humans. All of them. Do. Thanks, Magic Online. Draw card. Draw card. Draw card. Draw card. Pass, let one of the abilities resolve. Win the game. Yay, we did the thing. So we don't really need the counter spells in this matchup. We want these Celestial Purges and 1 Detention Sphere, because the way we lose this matchup is we die super early. So we're hoping to not do that. This has land spells, wraths. You love to see it. All of our lands do come into play tapped, which is a little on the iffy side, but we're going to keep it. Opponent mulls to 6. Oh no! My opponent mulled to 6 and then conceded because they did not have any lands. So, I didn't notice who we just played. That was not the button I wanted to hit. We want to go to the settings. We go to game history. We scroll all the way down to today's date. And that was La Hair. We go over to pennydreadfulmagic.com/report. We report. We click, and we are now officially 1-0. We're going to go ahead and set up another report for next round. because that's what we have to do. Let's go ahead and create a match. And while we wait, let's go ahead and pop into this one, which just started. Okay, I say just started, but it looks like blue-white post against Cobblade, or what Cobblade would be. Is a monument to perfection. 9 or more lands with different names. So how do we do that? The blue-white mirrors. There's a council's judgment forbid some stuff. There's some stuff going on. That is a whole lot of mana. Looks like Decree of Judgment hard cast for 7 Serra Angels. This card is great. Yay, Cloud Post nonsense. I love me some Cloud Post nonsense. Are we still waiting? I am still waiting. Nevermore Settle the Wreckage. Detention Sphere. Love it. That's so good. With what looks like Counterspell backup into a mana leak. Love it, love it. Counterspell backup. Yep, memory lapse the mana leak seems good. You can play around that on future turns. Second mana leak. Oh, that looks like a sad panda. All right. We got a couple of blockers. We know T-Galbs just drew a mana leak. Oh, it was a suspended Ancestral Visions. And that's the end of the match, which means ours might be firing soon. Let's fire up another one here for a little bit of commentary. While we wait, we got blue-white human token, blue-white tokens, blue-white humans versus Jund, except round 2 has fired, and we are yet again on the play. Super good for us. Yes, we would like to go first. Lands, cantrips, love it, keep. Play this tapped floodplain, which will probably get a prairie stream, because then we'll go basic prairie stream elite guard mage. Okay, so blue-white post. Which means we have infinite time. Well, not infinite time, but enough time. Get a prairie stream and play a second one because we can. It means this Wrath of God isn't going to be great. No. Alright. Let's play a land. Pass turn. We can cycle this irrigated farmland in their end step. At this point, it looks like the mirror until we start playing other cards. We're going to go ahead and cycle this irrigated farmland. That's a card I like to see. Not going to do a whole lot of nothing. But we are just going to play our creatures into what I can only assume is known counterspells. Because what we want to do is run them out of counterspells. I don't know if I've played this deck against this opponent yet. I did do a little bit of playtesting over the weekend, but my guard mage is on the stack. Oh, it resolves. Oh, I didn't expect that. All right. Well, now we can start, quote unquote, playing around counter magic by leaving up mana. Or, actually drawing the counter spell. It's always good. It's attack for 2. Let's play this Aether Channeler. I'm going to make a bird. Again, we're just trying to keep my opponent off the scent. If we can keep them off the scent of us being a combo deck, we can set up so we combo kill them. Or, attack. Eh. 15, 5, 7, 8 makes it a 2-turn clock. All right, that's fine. They can rev for 3. That's what it looks like. That's fine. All right, so we're back to a 3-turn clock, which is fine. But I am going to be making them have it. That's a prism. I don't care. You can draw your cards. I also can't counter it. They have a bajillion mana. All right. What do we got, opponent? What are we discarding? Lands. I would love to draw lands. All right. I'm going to leave up double mana leak. Condemn my elite guard mage. Okay, that's fine. Two, 4, 6. All right, so it's still a 3-turn clock. Okay, there's a colonnade that makes this. Sure. Okay, now it's a 3-turn clock, but there's a colonnade there. There's the land I was looking for. All right, so we draw another channeler. That's fine. Attacks. I'm at 1,000,000 life. We haven't drawn a Bizarre Trade Mage yet, which feels real bad. Yep, cycle more lands. Looks like my opponent's drawing a bajillion of them. That's fine. I don't care about that card. They get to search for Cloud Posts if they want. But we are back to having them on a 2-turn clock. It's non-land permanent. All right. Tax. They're going to fire up a colonnade and probably block one of the 2s. Which is okay. Drawing this Wrath of God was not great. I mean, I could cast it, but that would not be fantastic. Let's go ahead. I could bounce the Monument and make them just continue spending mana. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I know it's like a weird tempo play, and maybe I'm supposed to make a bird there because then they take 5, go to 3, and then take 3 and die. Yep, that was a mistake. They're trying to figure out if they want to tap out to get a land. Which, if I had drawn a land, I would have made them pay for it. But now I'm only attacking for 4 and then 2, 4 maybe. Depending on what they do. Yeah, there's the Cloud Post they just got. In order for them to kill me with angels, they have to. That's a slaver. Three, 4. Hmm. I think. Uh, so I think I'm going to concede to the Mindslaver. I know we're up 1,000,000 life, but I mean, they wrath my board. I just start plowing through and drawing cards, but then they know what I'm up to, and will probably hold up a counterspell. You know what? I'm not going to concede to the first slaver. If they set up a loop, we die. Like, that's just game over. But they know what we're up to now. Sort of. They could just think we're a value Seance deck. Okay. That means we're not a value Seance deck. That means we're doing something funky. I mean, they can cast Seance and Mana Leak it if they want to do that. Nope, just wrathing. Yep, that sounds reasonable. And then your passing turn, knowing I have Mana Leak, which means I'm going to slam it on, or not. Just tapping me out and F6ing. That's fine. I'll take my F6 value. I'm okay with that. Monument, more monument, probably going to get another cloud post or glimmer post. Yep, cloud post, land for turn. All right, there's a land. I mean, show me a counterspell. No, no counterspell. All right, well, here comes the value train. Yes. Yes. All right, drawing another Mana Leak there is fine. I don't hate it. But we're literally just going to be drawing cards. I'm going to play a zombie next turn to make all of my wizards draw cards. So they're going to play around a Mana Leak and probably play around a Wrath. Council's Judgment. What did you choose? Seance. All right. That's fine. Do we get one? That's okay. Sure. Oh, they have Academy Ruins. We are very dead. All right, game over. All right. So we lose that because now they can go infinite. They can put Mindslaver on top of their deck and deck me. So, all right. Wraths are bad. We want Hermit. We don't. All right. So we definitely want Psychic Spiral. We want Hermits and 2 Detention Spheres. Yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Maybe I'm supposed to be playing 4 Bizarre Trade Mages. Let's that one while we're waiting for my opponent to sideboard. Yeah, Slaver Lock is just super hard to get around. This hand is fine. We're gonna go get a basic island. So we can play Alchemist Apprentice on 1 or on 2. And then we can play tap lands from there. All right. Well, drawing that was fine. Let's play a Trade Mage. All right. I can discard this and a Guard Mage and a Mana Leak. All right. I mean, of cards to draw, that's one of them. Attack with everybody. Opponent takes 4. Pass the turn. This gives us our 4th mana for Seance, and we can put in the Guard Mage. Which, I mean, I'm going to do. Drawing the Laboratory Maniac is not my favorite thing in the world here. We're looking for another Trade Mage. If they counter this, it's fine. We have a second one. Perfect. It's about what I expected. If I draw a land, I'm going to play the Laboratory Maniac just to threaten a 2-turn clock. Or, sorry, it'll be a 3-turn clock no matter what. But they'll be forced to respect it. The Bizarre Trade Mage being that much card disadvantage is a little rough, but the Eternal Wanderer, that's fine. Are you going to make me sacrifice to 1 creature? Trigger on the stack. I'll draw a card. Thanks for the 3/4. All right. So, I mean, of cards to draw, but my opponent tapped out. You love to see it. Play a land. Get a basic plains. So I can attack the Wandering Emperor. Or the Eternal Wanderer. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just take the Walker out of play. I don't want to deal with it. So they have to come up with a Council's Judgment, which is fine. I don't mind that. Let's put this Elite Guard Mage into play. Mostly, I don't want to put the Phantasm into play without Counter Magic backup or the Laboratory Maniac. Okay. What are we doing, opponent? Okay. Glimmer Post. Okay. Into Council's Judgment. Yep. It's about what I expected. This is fine. We have 2 more Seances. Tapped. Play a Laboratory Maniac because it doesn't matter. Because we are a dopey creature deck. Cloud Post taps for 4, which is unfortunate. That's mana. Sure. Alright, upkeep. Fetch. Go get a Prairie Stream. That's not the card I wanted. I'm going to cycle this. See if we draw. No. Alright. All of these cards tap for blue mana. Alright, draw a card. Alright. So the plan is to dodge getting comboed out. It's the plan. I mean, I'm F6'd. I don't have anything. Yeah, that's Cloud Post. Sure. You have all of the mana you could ever want in the world. Search for Azcanta. Sure. Alright. Another Psychic Spiral is fine. Let's draw some more cards. I like drawing cards. Alright, that's a Detention Sphere. It's not terrible. So we're down 2 Seances, 1 Seance technically. Yep, they're going to have infinite mana. You have all the mana you want in the world, opponent. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Sure. If they find Academy Ruins, we're very, very dead. If they do not, we have a chance. Okay, we didn't draw Seance, which is great. They can tap me out of all the mana. They can bounce my creatures. They can't really do a whole lot besides maybe waste a Psychic Spiral. Oh, okay. They're looking to draw more cards. Oh, gonna Detention Sphere my Aether Channelers? Sure. Yep, like that's the absolute worst they can do, really. Now I'm tapped out, and things don't matter. Show me an Academy Ruins opponent. Do you have Academy Ruins? You are Basic Land, Locust, Sphere. Yeah, sure. Show me Academy Ruins. I will concede to Academy Ruins. No, getting the last Glimmer Post. Or, sorry, last Cloud Post. They played their land for turns, so we have a shot. We have... No, we don't have a shot, because they're going to make a bajillion angels. Right? 6, 7, 8. They need to make 8 angels. If they don't make 8 angels, we're fine. No, just Sphinx's Rev for a butt ton. Okay. That's not what I expected, but I'm okay with this. All right, we're still alive. We're still alive. And we get turns. I love it. All right, they're moving a discard. We need to dodge an Academy Ruins. Actually, and even that is fine. Discarded a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Attack. 11 turn clock. Bins a Colonnade and is turning over as Kanta. It's fine. All right. Are we dead? Blue, activate, put Slaver on top. Enough. Yeah, sure. Activate as Kanta. And 2 prisms. Yeah. All right. We're dead. Right. I mean, I'm gonna hit the Apprentice. Oh, or just have Sphinx's Rev. No. Okay. We're dead. Sure. All right. So that's unfortunate. Again, combo decks are combo decks. It's just we don't have any artifact hate in the board or graveyard hate. It's just a rough matchup. Yeah. Well, let's do this. Leave and jump in here. On the draw. That's unfortunate. With a whole bunch of tap lands, 3 mana, 2 seances. All right, let's keep it for science. Blue black. Oh shit. For science. Oh right, I still have enough keep stop. Second Emeria is not a card I really wanted to draw, but that's fine. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. What are you taking, opponent? Probably the Bizarre Trade Mage, because it's it's the first thing I'm able to cast. But I'm okay with that. I have 8 Wraths. 8 Wraths in the deck. So we would like to draw a basic land here. That'd be helpful. Nope, not a basic land, but a Wrath is fine. We can Channeler into Wrath if we need to. Opponent cycling a Baron more. Just probably looking for more hand interaction. Duress. Well, there goes my Wrath of God. Yup. Into a tap land, attack for 1. Sure. Hey, we found a basic land. Alright. I'm going to play this Emeria because casting a 4 mana do nothing enchantment is not helpful at all. Let's make a 1/1. If they have a removal spell for the 1/1, they have a removal spell for the 1/1. But we're planning to block. Block. No attacks. Love it. You love to see it. We're going to go get a basic plains because it's what we need. 1, 1. Attack with the Aether Channeler. Oh, shit, don't do that. Play my 4 mana do nothing enchantment. If they counter this one, it's fine. There's a counter spell. Oh, Sauron's Ransom. Okay. You can have those. That's fine. Oh, took the face down pile. Love it. Where's PD bot? There's no PD bot. Scarab God. Okay. That's kind of scary. I don't like that. Attack. All right, a wrath would be great. There's no creatures in the bin for Scarab God to eat. I'm just gonna eat 5 to the face. Sure. No blocks. A wrath would be perfect. Perfect. Attack with everything. Cast Doomscar. Yes, I'm aware the Scarab God comes back. If I get countered, bleh. All right. That's bad things. Okay. Well, I guess I'm taking 5. That's unfortunate. Or 6. Whatever. I knew what I meant. I mean, I'm still attacking for 2. What do you do? Cycle. Not helpful. Yeah. Let's pass the turn. And we'll block. They know about those cards. There's still no creatures in the bin. Block. I mean, now there's a creature in the bin. Which, if one, are you gonna respond? Are you gonna? You're gonna take my 2/1? Sure. Fine. Reasonable. What are you gonna do? Bouncing my Seance. Sure. That's fine. There's no other creatures in the bin, opponent. All right. I mean, sometimes you just draw the perfects. I have Mana Leak covered. Scarab God's fine. Slam this Bizarre Trade Mage. Bin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, sure. Scarab God goes back to their hand. If they want to play it, that's fine. So they don't know any of the cards in my hand. We have 1 Aether Channeler exiled. Sure. It's fine. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, so pitch, pitch, pitch. All right, so they can eat my angel, which feels real bad. That's okay. We have a pile of flyers, and we'll have more. We'll be attacking for 10 next turn. Complaining to my opponent about their main deck graveyard hate. All creatures get -4/-4 into a deep cavern bat. Ugh. All right. I mean, Aether Channeler. Bounce this stupid deep cavern bat. Play this Seance. And now we're going to have to, like, play the game of what are we doing? Let's get a guard mage. I would like to just draw cards, opponent. Yeah, that's fine. Sure. All right. Opponent plays a tap land, which is great. Where on the chumps channeler. You're going to disallow my Seance trigger? We've seen one disallow, which can also stifle the Seance trigger, which is fine. What are you paying costs for, opponent? Let's see, audio check is good. Paying costs. Disallow. No. Just Erebos' intervention. What is my opponent's deck is just rude. I don't know if I can even remotely think about winning this game. Like, main deck Erebos' intervention, which is fine. It's a reasonable It's a reasonable removal spell. But, like, main deck Scarab God. Like, what is this? Oh, there's just so much graveyard hate. Yes. I would like to gain some life and draw 2 lands. It's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. We're just dead. We can't win this. And they're probably gonna bring in more graveyard hate. Alright, Celestial Purge we want. And we also want these detention spheres. I don't think we can fight them on the basis of counter spells. And we can probably drop 1 Aether Channeler and 1 Alchemist Apprentice, I guess. Alright. Blech. I mean, like, I don't have a good answer to Scarab God, because if I kill it, it just comes back. I mean, like, I have to counter it on the stack, but oh, that's why there's no PD bot. There's no watchers. All right. Well, you might get an extra. You might get an extra round. All right. We're going to go ahead and probably suspend or foretell this Doomscar next turn, because it looks like my opponent has a counter spell. And we have a tap land, so because they showed us a Sunken Ruin or Sunken Hollow, which means they wanted 2 blue up or 2 black, as the case may be. We're just gonna get basic planes. Like, I'm not super worried about it. Attack. Get my chip shots in. Play more unassuming 1/1s. Sauron's Ransom. No. Let's level my opponent here. They chose Venser, Sauron's Ransom. Awesome. Okay. Great. Fantastic. Yep. Probably showed me the same Sunken Hollow. Love it. They're moving a discard. They discard the Sunken Hollow we know about, which means they probably have more lands in hand. Attack. Tempo. Yep, I'm going to feed it right to you. That's fine. I'm currently winning the race. It's fine, I'll do it again next turn. No. Alright. I mean, how about this? Can I have this card? I just want to draw cards, opponent. Perfect. We're going to draw a card. Love it. We're not attacking. It's just rude. Unmoored Ego. Alright. I mean, no, you know what? You know what? So they probably want this Unmoored Ego. Which means that's fine. They binned the Unmoored Ego. Love it. Love it. I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine. You attacking? Sure. You have a loot. What are we discarding? I'm blocking. Discarding the land I know you have. Block. I am willing to make that trade. We know they have Long Goodbye, 2 Long Goodbyes. No. A Long Goodbye, they discarded the island, and a Deduce. There's the Deduce. That's an okay Magic card. Let's go. Let's go to attacks. I would like to draw some cards, opponent. Yay! We get to draw some cards. Love it. Land? No. That's a Seance. Alright. Alright. Yep. You get to draw cards, opponent. Master of Death in the Yard. Yeah, seems reasonable. You're going to pay life? No, not paying life. Okay. Cool beans. What do we got? Languish. All right. Looks like we're drawing cards. That's the land I was looking for. Drawing more cards. More lands. Love it. That's fine. I still have counter magic up, which I do not like. You gonna let me have this one, opponent? Yep. Seems reasonable. Okay. I mean, let's play this floodplain, because that can go get a prairie stream in my upkeep. I have cards I don't want to cast, or can't cast, as the case may be. I'll just play my dopey creatures and attack. Like, I don't need to attempt to combo off here. Obnixilis. Okay. Sure. Prairie Stream. Draw. Alright, more floodplains. Seems good. Okay. 5, 6. So we're almost at double Myria activation, which means we'll get to draw all of the cards. Scarab God. Well, that's just rude. Alright, I mean, blue mana, 2 others. Get out of here. That's why it's in here. Dies. Alright, very specifically dies. Oh, please bounce the detention sphere. Yes. Oh, opponent. I am so sorry. Bye. Thanks. I appreciate you. So in case y'all missed that, what happened was my opponent bounced my detention sphere in response to its um, enter the battlefield trigger, and because it's templated like the original Oblivion Ring, it returned the card and then exiled it. So also my opponent duressing my hand full of wraths is pretty good. Yeah, took the second Seance, which means they might have a removal spell for this. They're just drawing cards. Drawing cards seems good. Nope. All right, conceding. Love it. All right, so they move towards the control route, which is fine, which means I probably don't want all of my wraths. And on the draw, I kind of want to drop my curve. So let's do this. Actually, I lied. We want these psychic spirals because we know they're playing Unmoored Ego. I wonder. Let's see if they view sideboard. Okay, I did get my psychic spirals. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4 removal spells. Keep. Love it. Okay. 6. Tap land. And then next turn, we'll probably play the Broker's Hideout for basic planes. Yeah. Definitely going to play the Hideout for basic planes because this way I can play this floodplain and go get a prairie stream after I play another basic. Unmoored Ego. Yeah, sure. I brought in win conditions. Sure. So you get to see my hand, which is fine. All right, so we don't get to combo kill this opponent. Which is fine. We can beat him down with overcosted limited staples. Alright. I mean, I'm just gonna make land drops. Because we're looking to play spells with spells. Like, I don't want these trade mages really anymore. Yep. To go ahead and fetch a prairie stream, cycle this irrigated farmland. Perfect. You know what? I'll play one. If they want to counter it, that's fine. If not, that's also fine. Sure. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep, sure. What do we got? Unmoored ego. Sure. Mopey creatures are mopey. Okay. Thanks for letting me draw 2 cards. Right? Yeah. I'm all for drawing 2 cards. I like card draw. And I have a mana leak. It's perfect. Let's blue 2 others. I'm gonna make a 1/1. I'm gonna make a 1/1. And go get a basic plains. Because we're at 6 plains currently. We need 1 more to turn on Ameria. Well, there's Ameria. All right, so any non-Ameria, non-island lands, okay. Blue, not blue. We like drawing cards. Hey, look. We found the 7th land. You'll love to see it. I'm just going to play this Prairie Stream and turn on Ameria. Attacks. Play a Bizarre Trade Mage. This doubles my clock. They want to counter it, they can. I don't particularly care about this card. Because countering my spells doesn't doesn't really do much at this point. Notion Thief. I mean, that's going to eat a counterspell. I cannot have you have a Notion Thief. That would be so bad for me. Ugh. All right. Discard 3. 1, 2, 3. Or disturb this benevolent geist. Yes, I tapped out of counter magic. They can go ahead and counter it if they want. Yep, sure, seems reasonable. That's okay. But that's a counterspell they don't have for this detention sphere because they're about to slam Atris. Okay. That's fine. All of my stuff flies. Top pile will be presented face up. Long Goodbye versus 2 cards. They took the 2 cards, played the land, have a disallow. All right. That's fine. I reanimate the Aether Channeler. Yep. All right. And then we win the match 2-1. It's great. I didn't quite catch Golden Wand. I win 2-1. Cool. Report. Alt tab. Constructed. Chicken in the brain. Let's go. All right, time for round 4. Time for round 4. On the play. Love to see it. Keep. Seems reasonable. Let's go floodplain. I think. Because then we can get a basic plains to turn on this prairie stream. Mono black. All right. Let's get a basic plains. So we have one of my watchers in that I'm battling, and it looks like they're playing cycling, which so they don't know the whole thing. Okay. All right. So they weren't watching the whole stream, but so they only kind of know what we're up to. But taking out the lab man is only kind of going to help. It just means you don't die to state-based actions. All right, let's play this Emeria. Let's play this Aether Channeler. I'm going to go ahead and put this Lightning Rift back in their hand. Attacks. And they see Emeria. They already knew we were on Emeria, which is fine. But that's a Rot Beast. All right, we can play this Floodplain next turn. There's an Archfiend. That's fine. I mean, we're F6'd. If we get Living Death, that's going to feel bad. We can draw an untapped land, which is unfortunate. But I think we'll be okay. Living Death will feel real bad. Yeah, no, that's a Lightning Rift. That's fine. Let's go ahead and cycle this irrigated farmland. Come on, opponent, blow up my stuff. No, just gonna ping me for 2. That's fine. All right, so Aether Channeler, great draw. Let's go ahead and play this Mirror Mad Phantasm. I apologize for how loud it got. All right, so we're at this point, because we can't really attack no more, we're just looking to dodge Graveyard Hate. Upkeep. Bringer of the Last Gift. All right. What is... Yeah, we draw a card. Love it. Each player sacrifices... Yep, sure. You have a board. I'm going to sacrifice the Alchemist Apprentice and draw more cards. All right, so I think what we have to do is I'm going to go get another Prairie Stream because they come into play untapped. We draw. All right. So, Ameria. So, if I go to Seance, I can flip the Phantasm. No, we're just going to Wrath. I'm not going to take any chances here. And we can Seance next turn. Sure, you have another Lightning Rift. I don't care about that. Mana Leak. Alright, so they paid for the Mana Leak, and now we slam the Seance. Alright, so we pass the turn. We go get Miramad. Yep. We go ahead, put that into play, and we have mill at instant speed. Trigger. Mill my deck. If they have a cycler, we die. Well, we don't die. We just don't combo, and then we have to do value nonsense. No, they're just going to kill the Miramad. Yeah. I mean, we're F6. If they kill the Miramad, we die. Play an Elite Guard Mage. I mean, we still have a chance. We just have to do this the long way. Discard, discard, discard. Play land. Go get a basic. Pass. Go get an Ether Channeler. Yes. We're going to draw a card. Oh, looks like we're getting Bringered again. Yep. That's a Bringer. That's fine. Labman is back. All right. Looks like we have to draw 1,000 cards here. Bizarre Trade Mage. Yes. Discard my hand. Draw card. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. All right. Let's get an Alchemist Apprentice. Yes. Sure. I can't. Like, Paraceline is going to have to come in, which, like, feels bad. We're just going to take 6 here. What's the activation on that? 2. All right, so 7. Are they all targeting me? They're all targeting me. All right, cool. Cycle. They get to draw 2 cards, and they're going to have 1 black mana floating. All right, draw card. All right, pass the turn. That goes away. We have 2 cards in my hand. Bizarre Trade Mage, please. Yes. We are looking for a Zami. You go, you go, you go, you go. All right, so that angel is going to do some work. Blue, white, 2 others. Broker's Hideout. Basic planes. All right, in this floodplain. All right, pick up Alchemist Apprentice. Elite Guard Mage. Alchemist Apprentice. Ugh. Yes. Dark Ritual results. Oh, wait, no. Can't do that. What the hell? Surveil 2, whenever you draw a card. Sure. Cycle. All right, so 8. None of those are all targeting me. All right, cool. Is that, yeah, they're 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. All right, so we lost that game. Because they had the mana to pay for Rift, and I should have countered at least one of them. All right, purges are coming in. Hermits don't really do anything. Detention spheres are coming in. Mana leaks are coming out. I think we can cut one Seance and one Aether Channeler. No, on the draw we can cut a land. I think it's gonna be Basic Island. Submit. Yeah. Wrath, 3 lands, cards that draw cards. Love it. All right, you have to get Basic Island. Which is unfortunate. The other ones can get Basic Plains. That's fine. Basic Plains, pass. And then we can go Channeler into Guard Mage, and we're just drawing cards. That's all we're doing. We're just drawing cards. Because the plan is to get under them. I think we'll play Guard Mage next turn. We have the Wrath for after, or we can just bounce the Lightning Rift. I'm okay with just bouncing the Lightning Rift for now. Just tempo plans. This is going to get a Prairie Stream in my upkeep. Second Lightning Rift. Or Lightning Rift again. Cycle. Looking for a land, I assume. Well, more cycle. Alright, we're F6. Miss. Miss. No, hollowed one. Okay, that's fine. I don't particularly care about that. Prairie Stream. One. Prairie Stream. Mirror. Mad Phantasm. No, we won't attack. All right, so we have more card draw. Yep. You get to take my Wrath of God that I'm not casting. Love it. Love it. We will block. That is a thing we will do. Yeah, Mirror Mad's gone. I'll double block. Double blocking works for me. Elite Guard Mage seems good. Let's foretell this wrath so it doesn't get eaten by a duress. We're not going to attack. These are just blocking. They did stuff. My opponent's missing land drops, which is fantastic, except it means they just have spells in their hand, which most of their spells do stuff. They know about this Elite Guard Mage. Yeah, that's a Dark Ritual. Starving Revenant. Okay. That's fine. I don't think we're at the Wrath portion of the evening. Blocks. There's a Rift. Reasonable Magic card. We have an extra card to ditch off the Trade Mage. We have 6 planes. 1 ritual. What do we got, opponent? Another Revenant. Well, that's gross. Okay, so it's only 7 cards in hand, or 7 permanents in the graveyard, which is fine. That's okay. So they didn't pay for Rift. Okay. Cool beans. but that's fine. They'll drain me for 4. That's okay. We might be at wrath time. Yeah. We're just looking to preserve our life total. Fetch another prairie stream here. Let's trade mage. All right, so we're discarding that. Discarding these. Actually, we can discard the Seance. I'm okay with that. We'll play this irrigated farmland. Attack. And then I'm going to Doomscar. Because this way, if they go to reanimate a bunch of stuff, Archfiend is fine. No, I still have an upkeep stop. That's an Alchemist Apprentice. That doesn't do anything but draw cards. It doesn't block, so it just draws a card. Oh, that's perfect. 1 removal spell, please. Go away. Yes. All right. That's a rift. That's fine. 6. Sure. You can hit me for 4. That's fine. I'll go to 18. Drawing a second detention sphere would be great. We played a mountain. Celestial Purge is pretty good. I'm okay with that. It's a draw. All right. Cuts their clock in half. They can still deal 6 to me. Slaughter games. Ugh, okay. Well, now we're in. This is going to be very, very, very interesting. Yeah, Seance is gone. So we're trying to find an Emeria. Okay, a detention sphere would be better. No, that doesn't work. We're going to die very, very quickly. 6. All right, an Aether Channeler would be great too. How many of those do I have left in the deck? View sideboard. I have all of them. I have no Parasolines. but I can just blow this Wrath of God. That's fine. So let's foretell this so it doesn't get eaten by a duress. We are F6. Another Celestial Purge would be fine. Okay. All right. Could be anything. Even a Detention Sphere. Or a Celestial Purge. Ha! Hot. All right. Sure. I'm pretty sure I can die. Yep. It is possible. It is possible. I could be dead. Yep, you have 11. Whiff. I need you to whiff. No, didn't whiff. All right. So we died. That's unfortunate. All right. Let's see if we can hit one more. Chicken in the brain. 1, 2. Report. Oh. What do we got? Oh. All right. So it did report. Never mind. Okay. Chicken was there first. Love it. All right. Let's see. We got one we'll do some commentary on. Hopefully we can find our last match. We got what looks like blue-green heartbeat, blue-green storm, maybe, against mono-white life gain. Going to be very interesting to watch. We're looking for a round 5 opponent. All right, we have 2 heartbeats. That is a bunch of mana. Yeah, it's blue-green storm. Okay, so we have a turnabout cast. We have more millions of mana. Into a stroke of genius. Land drop. Into more turnabout. Storm is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that I can count. Looks like another stroke. Blue Sun for 17. Oh, it's a 80 card deck? No. 86 card deck. Right? 86, 90 card deck, 91. $91 card deck. All right, more rampant growth. More rampant growth. Storm is 6. I don't even know if there's any storm cards in the format. There's more mana. Jay has more than half his deck in his hand, so he'll find a way to win at some point. I assume two more up untaps will do it. Oh, Shigeki. Oh yeah, that's 3 untaps right there. All right, so this game is over. What's going to happen is Jay's going to make a bunch of mana and then either cast Blue Sun Zenith or Stroke of Genius on their opponent for a or just making all of the mana. So the way this deck works is, yeah, like that. Okay. Do I have an opponent? Look at that. I have the mono white 101. That's what it is. The mono white life gain. So we will keep this hand. We have a mana leak if we need it. We are on the draw in the final round, however. Opponent's on a mull to 5. Let's see what we can do. Let's play this floodplain. I like that because then we can play basic planes next turn and then mana leak something if we absolutely need to. If not, I will go get a tap duel. All right, we have an activation of a treasure map. You know what? Since my next land's going to come into play tapped anyways, I'm just going to do that. Go get basic planes. Because this way, this floodplain can get a prairie stream. I don't know if we are looking at a reservoir deck or what. I would like to draw land. That'd be great. Cool. Alright, let's play this Elite Guard Mage. Cool. More lands are always good. Alright, so we're just gonna churn through our deck and hopefully combo our opponent out, because I don't think we're going to be on the dopey creature plan if they're gaining 4 life a turn. Let's play another Elite Guard Mage. Cool. We'll go get another Basic Plains because we can. And for Ameria purposes, Runed Halo. Advantageous bug. Sure. Right, what's the bug here? Sure. Gonna name Elite Guard Mage? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Thematic Compass? Yeah, sure. Alright, so Mono White Fog. Okay. Alright, that's an Angel of Glory's Rise. That's fine. Let's play that tap land. Gonna go ahead and bounce this Runed Halo. No, I lied. We're gonna draw a card because we don't actually care about this card. We are a combo deck. Let's foretell one of these. And the reason I'm doing that is I don't know what else my opponent could be playing, because we didn't see a whole lot in their game against Blue-Green Storm. So they're just looking to gain life and draw cards. Okay? Wondering what the win condition is. We are looking for Azami. That's a pretty good card. I'm okay with that. Let's just draw cards. Looking for a land. Looking for a land. Oh, we drew a land. All right. I mean, pass. Attack for 2. Let's discard this Angel of Glory's Rise. And then the plan next turn is to play an Ameria, play an Aether Channeler, and just draw all the cards. That's a Gideon Jura. Okay, so that's how you plan on winning the game. That's fine. You're gonna blow up my Azami? No, blew up an elite guard mage. Okay. I mean, I'm going to kill Gideon Jura to take pressure off me. We're just gonna draw cards. Alright, drawing a mana leak there is fine. Sure. Let's draw some cards. Draw some cards. Cool. I don't have another basic planes in the deck, so drawing Prairie Stream was a fantastic draw there. Okay, so we're gonna pass the turn. And I'll discard this Wrath of God, I think. Because we're looking for Bizarre Trade Mage and Mirror Mad Phantasm. And we have a Wrath just in case. I don't particularly think it's going to matter. Sure, my opponent's gaining a bajillion life. That's not what this game is about. I'm going to mana leak that. Azami is too important. All right. So cycle the farmland. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. Cool beans. We have an Emeria trigger. Emeria is going to trigger and take the Elite Guard Mage. Yes. We're going to gain 3 life and draw more cards. Let's play another Elite Guard Mage. There's a Mirror Mad. We can go ahead and play Seance. play another Emeria. We have a million cards in hand, so we'll go to F6. We'll discard Laboratory and Miramad. Miramad, Laboratory Maniac, Aether Channeler. Love it. Seance is going to trigger. We're going to target the Aether Channeler. We're going to go ahead and say no. ECD, love it. Sure. Let's draw a bunch of cards. And we can have 6. All right. I think we can beat this ECD. Compass flips. Emeria gets Aether Channeler. Emeria gets. We're still going to target the Aether Channeler. 1. No. 1. No. I don't particularly need that. Let's play a Trade Mage. I gotta keep up 2 mana to flip. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second Seance, pass the turn. Not even gonna worry about it. Discard Doomscar, Doomscar, Wrath. Functionally irrelevant. Seance targeting Miramad Phantasm. Yes. Non-creature spells cost a bajillion mana. Felidar Sovereign. That's at the beginning of your upkeep. Sure. Gonna move to my end step. Miramad trigger on the stack.